Hello, this is Inclusive Voices, a series by GenCED to give minority groups a platform to voice their opinions and participate in democracy and governance. My name is Gifty Ofori, and on this episode, we are going to discuss women's political participation and why it is important. In Ghana, women form 51% of the entire population, which means that in decision making, women are supposed to have an equal representation in parliament. But in Ghana, it is not so. And why is that? And in our parliament, only 40 women out of 275 parliamentarians are women. So today we are discussing why it is essential for women to have an equal number with the men in parliament so that it will help in decision making. With such an equal representation of women in parliament, it begs to understanding that how well are women's issues prioritized in decision making. Gender equality helps to uphold democracy. And when men and women are equally represented in government, they tend to be more effective and they tend to be more productive. This is because diverse perspectives are tabled in and discussed in Parliament. The second issue is influence on policies. With women and men representation in government, diverse perspectives and diverse policies have diverse effects on both men and women. Research indicates that when a legislator is a male or a female has a distinct impact on policy priorities. It is therefore important to have an equal representation of women where they will be able to present their concerns and issues with regards to policies, which in effect will have a positive impact on the women in the country. Also, women as voters are able to elect their representatives who will be able to stand and speak and also represent their issues. This is the reason why women are supposed to be engaged in voter education and electoral processes and practices so as to be able to understand and know who to vote for to represent them in decision making. It will give them a sense of cohesion as they will be part of electing representatives to form the next government. Women's participation in political parties' proceedings will strengthen the party's strategies and approaches to voters' need. With women being the majority voters in Ghana, it has mandates for political parties to understand their issues well in order to appeal to them during campaign seasons. Political parties should strategically involve women in its leadership to offer them guidance. The final one is increased prioritization of social issues like education, health, parental leaves, and pension. Research has shown that such issues have been given priority in spaces where women are involved. This is because they directly touch on stereotypes that majorly affect women and in extension the entire society. Better health and labor policies would largely benefit women who are more oppressed in the current states of affairs such as unpaid care work. I hope from this episode you have understood well the role of women in politics, and in your next voting exercise, a woman will be your candidate of choice. Thank you for watching this episode. Tune in next week for another exciting episode.